All right, hello, welcome back. Welcome back to our training on how to do what on ERP. Okay, specifically Odoo ERP. Okay, so next thing we're going to look at is how do we start doing now that we have created customers, we have created a bank where we can use to receive and make payments. Let's look at how do we now do our what invoices. Oh, sorry, how do we do our invoices and co? Okay, all right. So let's start from customers. Let's deal with the customers. We do invoices, do credit notes, receive payment and all those other things. Then we go to our vendors, then we look at other things too. Okay, so we'll come to customers. So the first thing is we want to create an invoice. Okay, all right. So you come to new, you click on this new, you want to create a new invoice. Okay, so is this now here? This is the whole essence of creating our customers. Do you get? So I already have the customer name here, so I will just come and click on it. So it will automatically populate the details. All the details are filled in my customer field, will automatically be populated here. Credit limit, their address, their email, everything will come here. Now here it's going to ask me for invoice. Now you're asking me that what do I want to do, the label, the account and all those other things. So most times that's why it's also good to create product and services, especially if you have standard product and services that you offer, and so you don't have to be doing this manually every time. So for me, I'll just go to just click on catalog. Okay, and then you can see when the products this is the basic Excel we created, an iPhone. So let's say that the person wants to get basic Excel, you just click. Okay, sorry, let me remove this. Okay, so you just click on it. Then you can also adjust the number. The person wants to get 2, 3, 4, as many quantities as the person wants to get. So let's say assume that the person wants to get 2 basic Excel course for accountants. Okay, just for so then after you have clicked on the ones that the person wants to get, you go back to invoice here at the top here. Okay, you can see that it has been populated automatically. You can see basic call for Excel for account is account. This is the where the account will go to, where the sales. Remember we set it up when we're setting our product. You can actually change it at this point too. If you don't want to go to product sales, you want to streamline your income account more, have different ledgers for different, you can actually go ahead and do all those. You can change it here, or you can change it in the product and services and adjust that. Remember it's 70,000 tax, VAT is 7.5%. You can see that it's 210,000. That's the amount. So let's look at the breakdown now. Untaxed amount or the gross value is what 210,000. VAT at 7.5%. You can see the whole essence of choosing the right fiscal region because it's Nigeria already calculated, is the VAT is already there. So VAT 7.5, 15, 750. So the total the person will pay is what 225,750, which is what VAT inclusive. Okay, so that's that. So that's how to go ahead and do that. Okay, so if I do that, then I'll come to my work. Okay, so that's that. So I've done that. Then you have your journal items. This is where to tell you how it's going to put the journals. Okay, so you can see the journals. Your tax received, which is our like our tax payable. Our output VAT is what 15,750. Account receivable is what 225,750, and then product sales is how much 210,000 naira. Okay, so that's that. Then please here you can also adjust the invoice date. It can be today, you can backdate it, but of course you cannot put a future date. Okay, then payment terms too, you can put your payment terms here. Is the person supposed to pay immediately, 15 days, 21 days, or you can even do it 30 now, balance 60 days later. You can structure it whatever agreement you have had with your customer. But let's assume that we want immediate payment. We don't do what we don't do on credit. Okay, or we don't allow receipt. So of course, so then other information about the person. Okay, so let's go back. Now once you have done this, the next thing you do is what you now come to, you have confirmed all the information that is correct. You come to this place, you click on confirm. It's when you click on confirm that the entries will go into your what your books, your trial balance, your receivables, all the necessary account to be what would be adjusted. So let's do it. So let's click on confirm. All right, great. So after I have confirmed it has done, you can see that come here it has written what from draft, it has moved to what it has been posted in the books. But if you made a mistake, you can reset it back to draft and do adjustment and then repost it again. So it's not final here, you can still adjust one or two things. Okay, then this is where we can pay. Then you can send or you can print depending on your preference. So if you want to send via mail, the customer wants an e-invoice, you can send it via mail. You can under sending via mail too, you can convert to PDF, download it on your system and send through normal mail if you don't want to send through your your Odoo ERP. If you don't want to send through that, you can do that. Okay, you can also print it out. Okay, so print it out and then do whatever you want. So those are the two basic options you have for that. Okay, all right. So then so that's that. So that's how to do the invoice. So let's go to our invoices now. You'll see the invoice there now. Okay, look at the last invoice we created. This is it, May 29 today. So you can see that it's 210,000 and it has been posted, but the person has not paid yet. Okay, so I'll teach us how to receive payment on invoices and all those other things. Okay, so that's how this works. So that's how to do your invoice. So there will be a practice question, practice kit, where you're also going to enter invoices just to practice how to do it and master it. All right, thank you.